Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. Anyone for a cup of tea? As you can probably tell, I'm doing a tea leaf reading today, and I'm going to focus with this one on global shifts in 2026. So we'll see what the tea leaves show us for the year of 2026. I've already done a predictions reading on 2026. If you haven't seen that, check that one out. But that's what I'm going to try and focus on in this one. Now, I've got to say the first thing, I took a cursory glance in the cup. The first thing I saw was a dinosaur here. You know that one, not sure what it's called, with a long neck? Is it Tyrannosaurus Rex? That's what I'm seeing. It's the first thing, and what came through channeled with that is extinction. So certain things will become extinct, I believe, in 2026. Yeah, I'm not really getting wildlife with that. I'm getting what I've been saying in a lot of my readings about the collapse of our system. A bit more's come through about that. I don't believe it's going to be everything that collapses. So that links with dinosaur. The sort of the old guards, let's say, the old system. Some of the old systems anyway, antiquated, built on corruption, they're going to collapse. But others are going to stand strong, because I'm also seeing over here like these towers, strong pillars of truth. So this is people who are going to step up and become leaders, but also certain structures out there that are going to remain, I feel. Do you know what I'm also seeing these as? Like seeds sprouting. New possibilities, new ventures growing. New sectors. I'm getting a lot of innovation. People who join together, they get new people on board in this new venture and start a new way of sharing. I'm suddenly hearing ideas, investment potential for some people as well. Growth, seeing growth. So we've got this divide, which I was actually channeling, by the way, before this reading, a divide, which is already happening. Something's crumbling and something's growing, which you're getting with the I was going to say dolphin there, dinosaur, and I'm seeing that like a plant growing. Interesting I said dolphins. So dolphins are about the collective, community, teamwork. So I believe that came through channeled as well. That's often how it works with these readings. So bear with me as I just now have another look at anything else I can see. Now it's really interesting because I've just had a look at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's a W. And we had in my, I think it was my charms reading, you might remember the charms looked a bit like a crown, and then we had W come out in the letters. So something about maybe the monarchy, W, in the future, or a change in the monarchy, a change in leadership. I'm actually getting more than monarchy, because like monarchy, we've obviously got royalty in various countries, but also leaders, global leaders, thought leaders, I'm hearing. That's all going to shift with these new innovations and structures that are built. So it could be someone with the initial W who is a big inspiration, I'm hearing. Just going to see if I can get anything else on this W. Yeah, I'm also seeing 4 dots there, not sure if you can see that. So 4 is a number of stability, structure, security. So this could be W for wealth as well. As I said before, opportunities for investments for some people. I'm also getting the initial L comes through. And there's a 3, the other side. Without, I'm getting collaboration. It's interesting, I just said that with the dolphin. People coming together in communities, whether it's in their own local communities or workforce, building these new structures. I'm really feeling that. I'm getting this really good vibe for 2026. And obviously it's a 1 year. Wow, yeah. Of course, we had here, it's like a 1 as well. The numbers break down to 10, which is about completion, and then a 1 for a new beginning. So that's what I mean about certain things will be eliminated, we'll no longer see them. New structures, new power structures. You know what, I'm also seeing the opposite with this line here, with it being like a landslide, highlighting things crumbling in the world, in our financial system in particular. Financial crash, I have mentioned this in previous readings. Digital crash as well. You know what I'm hearing? Something is going on behind the scenes in the financial world to make this happen. Because I'm seeing this like a pentacle side here. Not sure if you can see that. Could be the one currency, global currency, that's come out in my previous readings. It creates a big shift. I feel. I'm getting like a scattered energy. I'm seeing 8 a lot as well here, and at the bottom I'm also getting an 8. 8 is about power, strength, balance, also karma. So like, you know, what you put out there comes back at you. I've said this a lot in my readings, you know, so if you've done good, you're going to receive rewards, this wealth, opportunities coming your way. And those who are at the top who have been, you know, wealthy, doing well, greedy though as well, they're going to crumble. So that's those old systems that have been built on corruption coming through again. That's really coming out as the main message here, it would seem. I'm seeing a ship at the side here. I'm seeing people leaving. I'm getting immigration with that. Actually, some immigrants returning to their countries, people moving. Some people might move unexpectedly. Again, we could have floods. I always get that when I see it, because it's like when I say ship, it's like a little boat, like a life raft sort of thing. So there could be some rescues. Yeah, there's a tap as well at the side there. Again, that came out in my last reading, I remember. And I said about water shortage, food shortage. Yeah, so that could happen in this collapse, because that's actually, yeah, I just realised that's in the dinosaur. Yeah, so with the collapse, it could be linked to our food supply, energy supply. That all collapses, and then we have these new innovations, new way of doing things, which I have mentioned in previous predictions readings actually. That's what I see. So yeah, I'm really seeing that for next year. A lot of changes. Ideas, I'm suddenly seeing like these sparks, like fireworks, inspiration, ideas, inspiring people, inspiring leaders. I'm really feeling. If you see anything in the cup, by the way, hopefully you can see, then it could be a personal message for you. And let us know in the comments if you wish, as well, in terms of what you see. You know, at the bottom, I'm also seeing a ring. So again, stability. Could be commitments for some people. Connections, by the way, soul connections. Reunions in 2026 for soul connections. I'm seeing that. But I'm also seeing this as like a community again, and it inspires other people in other communities, and then it just grows and expands around the world from these leaders I'm hearing who want to create change and create change as well. Lots of thoughts and ideas coming through suddenly. Yeah, like teams of people who are meant, it's like their soul contract is that they're meant to work together, if that makes sense. They have a soul contract, that's what I meant to say. And they work really well as a team. That's what I'm seeing. Now, some of you could be these people, these leaders. You might have had dreams where you're working with people you don't know, or you're with people you don't know. That could be showing you your future. I know I've had dreams like this myself recently. I saw someone I'm going to be working with. I was shown that in a dream. Okay, we're taking a little pause here for a minute because Millie has just jumped up on my lap. You might have heard her meow there. She's now purring. She often joins in for tea leaf readings. Some of you will know. Sometimes she doesn't. It does depend. But she seems to love, just coming and investigating, which she does. I think it's because she knows I drink tea. I've mentioned this before. So she knows the smell. And perhaps the water element. Okay, everyone, she's just chewing the lights here a little bit at the front, so sorry I'm getting a bit distracted here. I keep getting a blocked throat chakra, and when that happens, it can be me, it can be a croaky throat, but I get it as a message for the collective. Some people might be fearful right now of speaking up, or in the future. Could be some things you need to express. Yeah, I'm just getting this relief now actually come through. Some things you need to release, forgive, purge. Maybe you're going through this right now. And it can unblock your chakras, especially the throat chakra. The expression could be done in any way. It could be painting, drawing. I was just seeing someone there playing football in the cup. Maybe some of you play football, sport, running. I'm seeing golf. I'm seeing an aeroplane. Yes, I'm really getting travel for some of you. Potentially next year. So going somewhere new to visit, or some of you are moving, maybe to another country, moving back home. Getting a lot of musical notes, which I often get in the tea leaves. A lot of you are musicians, I feel. So that could be, that could be your way of expressing yourself. So keep doing that. Spirit's just saying, back to the crumbling structures. Spirit's just saying, trust your intuition in terms of which direction you go in. You know? So, what I mean when I say that is, this new system that I'm seeing, some people may feel fear, you know, in terms of trusting it, and cling on to that old system, the structure that collapses. So just be mindful of that and trust your intuition. Definitely keep doing inner work, which will help you to trust that intuition that you will have and make decisions. Wow, yeah, I'm seeing a question mark down the bottom there now. Not sure if you can see that. Sort of just there. So questions, yeah, that links to what I was just saying. Some of you might be questioning, or you might question this new system and wonder, can I trust it? As I said, go with your intuition in terms of the people that you might see. I'm suddenly seeing people on screens in my mind's eye. Some quite well known and some not. So that could be where people question, can I trust this person? Go with that feeling. Do like a body scan when you see them. Look in their eyes as well. I've got to say that I'm seeing anything new being positive, because I'm seeing that like the Ace of Wands in Tarot as well, which is like inspiration. It's positive, passionate. It's not going to be that old system, that old structure, which is dying off like a dinosaur. Yeah, I've got to say my opinion, my intuition is telling me that it's positive. If there's something new, in terms of, this is in terms of, when I say that, like structures, that's what I'm seeing. You might just hear Millie purring again, by the way. I'm seeing an axe down the bottom of the cup as well. I'm not sure if you can see that. So again, that links to things being cut out. This could be, you know, if it's to do with people, addictions, situations, jobs. Could be job cuts, because I was just, in fact, as I pause the camera there, thinking about AI. And that links, doesn't it? I feel there are going to be job cuts as a result of AI. You know, because so much now is artificial, isn't it? You know, in terms of like, you go on a website, you want support, you go in a chat, it's AI, it's not a human being, when we used to have like customer service and everything. So certain roles will become extinct. Back to the dinosaur. Certain things are going to be axed, though. You know what also came to me there was programs, TV programs, maybe even the structure as well. So certain broadcasting corporations around the world that have brought us the news, in inverted commas. You know, one story everywhere. I'm seeing like more alternatives, alternative media coming forth. So yeah, axing certain programs, corporations, structures, jobs. Yeah, lots of changes. I feel. Also seeing a butterfly, which is a symbol of change, coming through as well. So interesting times, everyone, isn't it? It seems to be the main messages that I'm getting today with the tea leaves, so we'll leave that there. I've got my charms as per usual, as you can see, and I do have to share with you that I've got some new charms, so it's getting fuller. I'm thinking of getting some more actually, so I may then need to change the trinket because this is quite a small one. I've got another one I could use, but yeah, so a lot of you will know I've been really drawn to charms recently. I like using them as additional messages. So let's see what we get. Quite a few. So we've got, well, it's not quite a dinosaur, but it's a kangaroo. But isn't that interesting how it's kind of the opposite, isn't it? But it's sort of similar. Just it's got the long tail instead of the long neck. So anyway, kangaroos. Well, first of all, you could be in Australia. Shout out to you if you are there. Changes in Australia, potentially, which I have said. But Australia seems to be sort of like the start of changes, I feel, for certain things. It's also a symbol of security, and we had that with the 4 in the cup. Sign of protection if you see a kangaroo after this reading. Self-realisation and a sign to have faith as well. I'm just hearing take a leap, like a kangaroo. Obviously he hops around. Take a leap of faith. For some of you it could be something, you know, in terms of this innovation, something you're thinking of doing, or an opportunity might come your way. Again, trust your intuition. You know, in terms of whether you want to take it, whether it's right, I would say. Wow, we've got another animal, and it's a giraffe. So these are my new, actually, yeah, these are 2 new charms that have come out. Which is kind of like the dinosaur, isn't it? Maybe that's even a giraffe there, who knows? What do you see it as with the long neck? Now, a giraffe obviously has this long neck, and it's seen to be connected with sky spirits because it's like it can see above and it's on the ground. So a sign of spirit, potentially giving you a sign. An ally for dreamers, creators, art, creation, which came out before. And materialising your dreams as well. So take that leap of faith with the kangaroo and make your dreams happen. Maybe you're dreamy. I'm getting like a dreamer energy come through for some of you, especially if you're creative, because you've got a vivid imagination. And we had those ideas come out in the cup, didn't we? Wow. Yeah, so like make it happen, whatever the ideas are that you have. I really feel for some of you it's like creating a new platform, potentially. So with the giraffe being the link between spirit and earth, could also be a sign for some of you that you might receive divine signs from your spirit guides, and also a sign to trust your intuition, which I was saying before as well, and follow your heart, because we've got a heart that's come out as well. A sign to express your love, open your heart and heal, which came up before, didn't it? You know, so Could be the heart chakra. For some of you that's closed off. There are a lot of cold hearts out there, closed hearts at the moment in the world. I've said this before. We need to make sure we keep our hearts open. And this also allows you to trust as well, because I feel some people, because they've been hurt in the past, they're holding on to that still. They haven't forgiven and released, purged, which I mentioned before. And you might have missed opportunities as a result. So try to heal, stay in that energy of unconditional love for yourself and others. Send out love when you pray, meditate, and you'll receive love as well. So that, yeah, this could be even a sign of love on the way as well, as I said before, about seeing connections. I'm seeing that. Now it's quite apt that we've got a leaf as well, symbol of growth, which has come out in the cup, because we had the seed, didn't we, like a plant, rebirth, fertility, hope are coming through your journey, maybe starting a new chapter as well, taking that leap of faith. I'm getting with that one. We've also got a sun with an eye in it, so without I'm getting the third eye, which links with the intuition that I said about before. Trust your intuition. With it being in the sun, although I'm seeing like clarity, people seeing clearly, in terms of making decisions, especially those who've awakened and ascended. You'll be able to make decisions really easily if you eliminate certain things, patterns, behaviours, addictions, heal. In particular, heart chakra, third eye coming through, and then we had the throat chakra before, so really getting chakras. So you could try chakra meditation, potentially, if that helps. I'm just seeing with that one like the truth coming to light as well, you know, it's just coming through with the eye and the sun there, things being exposed. So back to that, you know, using your discernment in terms of what comes out, the new things that come out, and the truth, or things that are shared, rather. And we've got a guitar. This is one of my new ones as well, I love it. So some of you play the guitar, I feel. It could be musicians, we had musical notes come out. You're being guided to keep doing that. Maybe some of you want to learn how to play the guitar, you love guitar music. I'm just getting Spanish music coming through. Electric guitar, some of you play the electric guitar. I'm hearing, also getting piano, guitar. And some of you want to learn, yeah, so again, linking to creative expression. Maybe it's something you want to do to express yourself, or write music. Some of you write music, I feel. I'm suddenly hearing Elvis Presley coming through. So some of you love Elvis Presley, potentially, old music, rock and roll. I'm hearing some nostalgia coming through. I'm getting a bit of emotion coming through for some of you. So maybe there are some of his songs that bring up emotions for some of you in terms of the past, or certain music with guitar, potentially. So that's coming through as well. Yeah, I'm really feeling with the charms, some of you have been guided to go for it. Take a leap of faith. Open your heart, maybe express yourself to someone. Or maybe it's about starting something new. Learning to play an instrument, as I said before. Maybe trying to enhance your spiritual gifts with the giraffe and third eye. So I'm going to leave that there, everyone. I really hope you've enjoyed this reading. I've enjoyed doing it as per usual. Thank you so much for being here. Let us know what you feel in the comments or anything that you saw as well. I'll see you all very soon. Sending peace of light to you all.